Ladies and gentlemen, and happy Tuesday. Welcome to the morning sprint. We are kicking today off the right way. Again, this is just a time to get you guys ready for your day-to-day task. I know some of you probably are getting up for work, getting your coffee ready and all that good stuff, but you're chilling out with us where we're talking about some of the stories that you guys want to hear about. Again, the good that's happening in our community despite certain bad circumstances, and then sometimes just the simple good stories. Sometimes those stories that'll make you scratch your head, and we're going to talk about one today, and it's all about that big, huge barrel of a cup known as the Stanley Cup. Okay, so this craze has gotten so out of control that one chick was thrown behind bars because of something that she did. Yeah, Homeskillet stole thousands of dollars worth of these Stanley Cups. We're going to get to that story later on in the sprint, and we're going to the comment section on what you guys had to say and the different puns that some of them were coming in. You guys had a lot of funny things to say about this. But again, y'all, I will never get it. I don't understand it. We'll get to it later, but come on now. Literally, you get your record jacked up because of a cup. Not worth it. Anyways, we're going to talk about that. We're also getting to some viral video that's going around this. I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen it. It's fire truck that's sliding on ice through a neighborhood. Super crazy. We'll get to that later on as well. But first and foremost, we got to talk about this. Again, a good that's coming out of a bad circumstance. And we all know this winter weather has been so crazy. Well, Angel of Assisi stepped in at the right time. So check this out. Dozens of dogs getting a second chance of life thanks to the Roanoke nonprofit. They're asking for the help for the community, though. Staff rescued 16 dogs and 19 puppies from the cold temperatures in Monroe County, West Virginia over the weekend. We're told that the owner was doing the best he could, but was overwhelmed as his animals were all living outside in harsh weather conditions.
The puppies were sort of in an open-ended shed under some various car parts. We're not sure how they survived from newborn to the age they are now, but they did, and we're very grateful. They're young enough now that they'll bounce back just fine. Some of the adult dogs are going to need some surgeries. You know, we're going to get through it, and we're just going to go one step at a time. As they get cleared medically, we're hoping that they can all go to foster or adoptive homes very soon.
The shelter is still looking for foster families to take care of the puppies, and they also need old blankets, towels, and canned pet food. So if you would like to help, you'd like to step in and pitch in where you can. For information on how you can donate, you can head to our website at WSLS.com. But yeah, you see those little babies, that little cute puppy in her arm, wrapped up like a burrito. Again, this homeowner, you know, God bless his soul, understandably so, he was struggling with trying to maintain them and take care of them. Again, they said did the best he could, but he couldn't anymore. And that's when Angel of Assisi stepped in and rescued those babies from the cold temperatures outside. A lot of cute puppies out there. So if you guys have a heart for dogs, I would suggest you go out and at least adopt or foster, do what you can to help. And if you don't want to take on that responsibility, because it is a major responsibility, you can simply donate something that they definitely could use right about now. Moving on over, new this morning, Health Watch. Get this, those of you, we all know cancer is an awful disease that can touch any part of our lives, whether it be through our family, our friends, loved ones, or even ourselves. Well, AI has come up with a way that is a detection which is critical as it improves the chances of survival. So check this out. New technology is being tested involving artificial intelligence using algorithms to detect and grade cancer. Developers say that the algorithms can be trained to detect specific types of disease like prostate or breast cancer. And they say it can not only catch the cancer, but also determine how much cancer is present in the biopsy, potentially may provide information to help with the prognosis of the disease as well. So another cool deal right there. Again, technology is scary, but when it's used the right way, it can be a major blessing. And I pray to God that this puts us one step closer to a cure to all of those different cancers that take our family members, you know, when we least expect it. Something else that we're trying to work on as a community, I think that it was a bad situation that happened, but a group of people are trying to figure out a way to make other have that support ready for other law enforcement agencies in this particular position. So there's a bill to extend line of duty benefits to provide or to private police departments failed in a delegate subcommittee Thursday. Some bad news right there, but the fight's not over yet. After a deadly shooting that killed an officer back in June, officials from Nelson County and the Wintergreen Police Department have been working to extend Virginia's line of duty benefit program. Wintergreen officials say that it wouldn't cost the Commonwealth anything because the cost of the benefits will fall on the companies that employ the police departments. They say that Thursday's vote blindsided them. There's still a chance for the bill that it can survive, though. It's been introduced in the Senate, but will still have to pass in the House of Delegates. So I pray that this works out because, again, our law enforcement agencies and officials, they do everything to protect the community. Yeah, there's some awful apples out there, but, again, that's with any profession. And a bill like this, I think, could go a long way, especially when you're dealing with, this particular situation where the officer couldn't be covered because it was a private police, entity. I think there should be something that's in place that can at least help families of fallen officers after a catastrophic situation has happened. So either way, keep your fingers crossed for that. Hopefully it all works out. So, guys, we got to get to this story right here. Speaking of law enforcement, this is a cute story coming out from a little boy in Virginia. He's on a mission to collect police and fire patches from all of his heroes. Look at him, super cute. This is 6-year-old Jace. He may be young, but he's confident in his future plans. His mom, Sarah, says that he dresses as a police officer almost every day, and he recently got a patch from a Bristol sheriff's deputy. Now he's almost 50 patches in.
This is my first favorite, and this is my second favorite.
Super cute right there. He's collected some from local and national agencies, and he's even had some surprise visits from officers who hear about his story.
An inspiration. I mean, it's something that you don't see every day, and just whenever I give him the patch, he opened the door, and just to see the smile on his face, to see us show up, it was amazing.
Jace's ultimate goal is to get a patch from every department in the United States. I think this can happen. Like, now that this story is on the news, I pray that if you're a sheriff's office out there or police department or you see anything, please, let's help Jace out, man. This is his passion. He is honed in on this. He loves the patches. And I think something as simple as that could go a long way, especially when you're dealing with a young, bright spirit, a boy who loves law enforcement and understands how important law enforcement is in our community. I know we live in a world every day where there are some people and forces out there that try to convince our younger population that police are scary or they're bad or they're evil or don't have your best interest and, at stake. So with that, I'm happy to see there are still beautiful little kids out there like that has that understanding of how important law officials are, police officers, firefighters, how they make our communities safer, and how they literally, the resources and stuff that they sacrifice to protect others. That's something that's special. So I hope that these departments and sheriff's office can get together, help Jace out in his little collection, and then one day we form some type of beautiful officer in him. Now, if you looked at that video, you noticed that there was a lot of snow still on the ground, frozen solid probably. The temperatures have been keeping the little snow piles around a little bit longer. But I will say, even though it was cold today, it was nowhere near as cold as it's been for the past few days, and apparently a warm-up is coming. So with that, let's get to meteorologist Chris Michaels with our Tuesday forecast.
Hey there, guys. Happy Tuesday. Maybe a stray shower today, otherwise upper 40s and lower 50s. It's about where we'll be temperature-wise tomorrow. Very scattered showers tomorrow, more rain late Wednesday into Thursday, another dose of rain coming in Saturday, but in between the two, highs in the 60s by Friday.
Okay, so speaking of the weather, Chris, again, we've been dealing with some conditions that have been crazy to where icy stuff has been going on, in the streets and stuff like that. You probably have seen this viral video. I saw it yesterday for the first time, and it literally looked like a fire truck was Tokyo drifting through the neighborhood. So take a look at this. You see the fire truck coming in, trying to get control, and watch this whip. Woo! That big mama jama is rolling. Again, this is video captured yesterday by neighbors who were taking their dogs out and just happened to see the scary incident take place. Truck slid out of control, slamming into a car, just missing a nearby home. Fortunately, nobody was hurt during the accident. But again, Very scary moment in Missouri. Caught on camera. Look at the little neighbor just like, yo, did you just see that? And look, it was so crazy about it. All that spinning, and he ended up going into the driveway. I'm not sure if that's the driveway or the intended location that they were supposed to go, but seeing that big thing come through there like that, and can you imagine what the people are like inside of the vehicle? Literally looks like some type of ride that you would ride in Universal Studios, but thankfully, no injuries were reported. You know, everybody got under control, and even though it caused a little bit of damage, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a kid riding a bike or a dog outside or something, and by the grace of God, it came to a controlled stop. So, yeah, we just had to bring that to you. That was something that was so bizarre for me to see yesterday. Let's get into this one real quick. This is a cool story out in Pennsylvania where there's a dog being labeled a hero after preventing what could have been a dangerous situation. This is Kobe. Kobe's cute little husky. Last month, the 4-year-old husky's owner noticed him doing something he had never done before, which was digging a hole in the yard. And then a week later, the owner decided to check it out himself and began digging the same spot. After checking it out with the gas detection device, he realized that Kobe was smelling a low-pressure gas leak. The owner then called the gas company and got it fixed. But thanks to the help of Kobe, he would have been given a heroic dog award for his work. So again, beautiful dog right there. But again, that shows you how we do not deserve dogs, man. Them things got instincts that are just crazy. And the fact that this dog was able to, you know, this digging that he was doing, alerted his owner. And that would be something that would kind of freak me out too with Bo. Like, I would not know, like, because he doesn't dig. But for him to be digging, he has to be digging for a reason. So, yeah, no, shout out to Kobe saving a life, because that could have been awful. We've all seen the videos of how gas leaks and those big explosions that are happening at different homes and residences. It's something bizarre to see. But seeing that, it goes to show that dogs are out, have their best interests. And again, it all worked out for the best. So yeah, shout out to Kobe, man. Got a little bitty 4-legged hero with us. Okay, so back to the story that we were talking about earlier about how crazy it is that people are going over these daggum Stanley Cups. I will never understand it. I don't get it. I just don't. I've seen so many cups. Ever since the story has worn out, I've seen so many people carry those cups around, and it's just like, golly, they're everywhere. But yeah, it's crazy the lengths that people will go to get them and the amount of money they will spend to get them. But get this one chick decided that she was going to capitalize off of what she think people would spend to get them, okay? Stanley tumblers, so popular, people will pay hundreds more than their retail price to snag the viral sensation. California woman decided to, hey, I'm going to cash in on this fad. She did just that. She stole $2,500 worth of Stanley Cups. Check this out. Look, all in her car. This is what happened. This took place at a store near Sacramento when staff reported seeing the 23-year-old woman leave the store with a cart full of pricey water bottles. Says they say that the woman refused to stop, then stuffed her car with the stolen merchandise and took off. Police later spotted the woman's car and pulled her over, reportedly finding 65 Stanley Cups inside. 65? What you doing with all those cups, girl? Come on now. Woman whose identity was not released was arrested for grand theft. But again, dude, okay, first of all, a couple things here. We are like, in today's society, people are so bold. They just go in and take what they want. I think they call it smash and grabs or whatever. They just go in and this looks like broad daylight. Go in, take what they want, and just think that they could just walk out and nothing's going to happen to them. And unfortunately, I know there are certain communities around our country where that's a reality. But for you to be that entitled and have the gall and the nerve to just walk in, I'm going to swipe all these cups, put them in this cart, and then I'm going to walk out the store like nothing's happening. Girl, you need your tail whooped, one, for that. But two, come on now. Your record is about to be jacked up because of a cup. And because you thought you were about to make bank off of this. You stole $2,500. $2,500 of Stanley Cups, thinking you're about to cash in, and here you about to have to put all that to a freaking bail, probably a bond. Either way, I'm turned up about it because again, I don't get it. I think this is just a waste. Like I think it's just a regular cup. Yeah, if you like Stanley Cups, again, I'm not throwing shade at you, but it's not worth stealing, and it's not definitely not worth paying more than what the retail price is. But that's all I got to say about it. You guys had a lot to say about this particular case, and we're going to get to the comment section right now. All right, so if you're just joining us again, we're talking about how a California woman decided to cash in on these Stanley Cups, stealing $2,500 worth of these cups. She was gonna, I'm assuming, try to sell them for a much higher expense. Um, just a stupid crime. I'm sorry, it is stupid. Either way, our first comment is coming in from Priscilla. She says, what was she gonna do? Build a clubhouse? Yeah, you know what? It probably would have made a really good bomb shelter with how durable these things are, according to the makers. So yeah, not worth it. Good comment right there, Priscilla. This was coming in from Melissa. She says, the TikTok made people crazy about these stupid Stanley Cups. Apparently, like you never know. Like I don't know the rhyme or reason for these type of fascinations, but again, chill out. This is a funny one. I had to pull this comment because I've seen so many different memes going around with people kind of mocking how individuals look when they're walking around with these cups. Looks like he's carrying like this big, massive cup with this huge straw. Literally, that's kind of how some people look sometimes. So can you imagine this chick walking out with 65 of those in her hand? Come on, girl. Already looking crazy. This comment is coming in from Ed Riva, says the straws alone are worth $1.2 million on the black market. Yeah, I mean, hey, you never know. So there's another comment coming in from Christopher. He sent this meme. He says that she must have been really thirsty. Another good one, man. I love it when people can be funny, be a little punny with this. And then last but not least, this is coming from Jessica. They had a whole conversation. Says they weren't even the cute ones, LOL. And then another person comes and says that's what I said. Another one said, exactly my thoughts. Them jokers just like, girl, you just wasted your time stealing the ugly cups. Maybe that was a part of her, theft. Maybe that was part of her plan. I'm going to steal the ones that people don't want, so that way I don't get caught. But again, if you are busted enough to where the employees is telling you to stop and you got the audacity to keep on walking, that's on you. And I hope you face the consequences because, again, people work hard for their businesses, one. And then some people work hard to actually go in and get the cup. I can only imagine the shelves that you cleared out because you being stupid. So let me get to Jazzy Jazz. Jazz, are you with me, girlie?
Good morning.
How you doing, hon?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am good. My blood pressure is up because of these doggone cups again, girl.
I don't get it because for one, I'm not paying $50 for a cup, and like you can get a cup just like that for maybe $20.
Right.
Same installation and all of like the features that it has as far as keeping your drink cold or keeping it hot. You can get like a regular cup for like $20. It'll be cuter.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not knocking anyone who likes them though. They are cute, but to go that far to stealing $2,500 worth of cups,
God.
who's gonna sell them though? I feel like if she stole them all, it was gonna sell them. It's like everyone's going crazy over them.
Yeah.
So I think she was gonna start her a little side hustle. She was gonna sell them.
You know what? But it's kind of crazy because you have got to know that she should have known that she would have gotten busted, whether you're doing it online or not. If you got that many cups and just back to back to back, you selling them, come on, girl. That's not even slick. You ain't being slick about it.
She was not smart about it whatsoever, but I just want to know what the officer thought. All the cups in her trunk. Like, I'm sure he has not responded to a call like that in his life. So I can only imagine like what the conversations were surrounding this.
Yes. No, you know what it reminds me of, Jazz? You remember, I don't know if you remember this, but I just remember in school, there used to be kids that used to buy a bunch of candy, and they have their own candies and put it in their backpacks, and in class they would sell it, and they would sell it for maybe 50 cents more than what they were at the store. This is kind of what this is. Golly.
Yeah, man. And it's just, $2,500 worth of cups.
Not worth it. Not your record is not worth it. 23-year-old too.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're not even like the lady said in the comments, like they weren't even like the pink ones that are going viral right now. So she
Oh.
might have found all of those, probably knowing what a box. They're not the ones that everyone's looking for.
Lord bless it. Do we have any comments today?
We got a comment from Brian. He said at a cost of $4 per unit to manufacture. He said, I think the real crime wasn't committed by the woman.
Dude, he said that's Brian. Brian coming in with a shade.
Yeah, but that's it for today.
All right, Jazz. Well, thank you so much, girlie.
Bye, y'all.
All right. All right, guys. We are about to roll out, but I will say this. I'm going to say it because I'm actually doing the polar plunge. I know you guys have probably heard about the polar plunge. It's for Special Olympics Virginia, and your girl is doing it. Yes, I am doing it, which means I need to raise some money. So if you guys have it in your heart, yeah, I am trying to get some money. I want to raise funds so we can do this for a good cause because I want to jump in the water. I'm going to jump in the water. I'm kind of nervous about that. But again, the bigger cause is to raise money so that Special Olympics Virginia can do their thing with all of the Paralympics and the athletes out there. So if you got it in your heart, go to our website at WSLS.com. We got a Polar Plunge tab. And then also go to my my professional Facebook page. Click on that link and donate. It could be just $1. You know, just any little bitty thing helps. Let's make it happen. I think the plunge is taking place February the 17th, so I'm preparing myself for that. If you guys got any advice on how to adapt after jumping in the water, let me know. Again, this is my first time doing it. I'm super excited about it. But again, we need to raise some money. So if you do have it in your heart and soul, or spread the word at least, it don't even have to be to me, but just donate to our team. Any little thing helps so we can get the Special Olympics Virginia on and popping. With that being said, thank you so much for watching us on the Morning Sprint today. If you have anything to say about the Stanley Cup thing, anything that we went over today that you would like to, mention that you see, go back in the later on and see this video, drop those comments in because again, we love seeing all your comments. We love responding to all of your comments, and we love having a comment section to go off of to begin with. So thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you guys back here on our Hump Day edition of the Morning Sprint at WSLS.com.